Let's meditate. I'm back in hammock after a walk hiking to, I think they call pillbox, something like that. Remains of the wall. Pillbox, right? That's it. Nearby the what's the name of the beach? Pipeline up the hill. Wonderful. With 3 other guys from backpackers in. Miles brought some beer. Had a good time. But I also liked when I walk in the forest on my own. To me it's like trees are speaking to me in silence. I realize my expression may sound funny, but that's what it is. Actually, when we came up, a bird was caught up inside the house. They flew in, or one of them flew in and get stuck at the window. I thought he would take care of himself, but after a few discussions, they start to poke around and get the bird out. So that's one way. I like the nature's way, but if we have tool, we may use it. I don't know. So that reminds me of how we use our brain. Or do we need to? But we don't have to talk. We can just meditate. No matter what we do, the earth, it's spinning on its own. Nature has a way of doing things, including the mosquitoes biting my arm. Maybe not. But it's become quite a habit. Whenever I do certain things, then I take a break. You can call it, this is the sign of getting old. But somehow I don't think so. When we don't need to use the brain, have a rest. But one thing I can mention is that this is like my 10th day in this backpackers inn, and 3 other guys, I get to know them fairly well. So we came up with this idea for a hike. We had a wonderful time. Each of us different background, different nationality. I may make a video of how we spend time here, having fun. As for me, I've done these things before, especially when I was in the 20s. which is like 50 years ago. But I really like it. There was a rainbow. Yeah, that was this morning actually. We were at the Waimea Bay, swimming out, looking for dolphins. We didn't find, but at one point we saw this beautiful rainbow. Enjoy your life when it lasts. Or something like that I mentioned to a lady. I was talking and left my stuff when I was swimming. That's also interesting that she has a half Japanese background from Okinawa. She called it Okinawan. And her father was a lifeguard for 43 years. Unbelievable. Her husband is a lifeguard. They live at the North Shore. I feel that and mentioned that in human species there are various species within. Maybe each individual to that level. Everybody may have a unique experience base. Anyway, breathe in, breathe out, empty our mind, just like a glass water. Put the water out. Glass empty so you can use it. Put the water in. But let's have our mind empty. If you cannot have the mind empty, still just be. Then Master Dogen talked about shikantaza, meaning just sit. What a teaching. Shikantaza, meaning just sit. I met the Japanese surfer in this backpacker Zen. He's, I think, 24 years old, maybe 28. And he wanted to work as a sushi chef at the sushi shop or something like that. And he's on his way to do that. The funny thing is that he showed me the t-shirt. I took a picture of it even, which says, let me think about it. それはそれとして in Japanese. by Daisetz Suzuki. The meaning of the sentence それはそれとして means is それ means that, leave that as it is, or something like that. In other words, you don't caught up with any idea, let it be. And that's a saying of Daisetz Suzuki. And Miss Okamura, who spent last 15 years with Daisetsu as a secretary, originally she was born in the US, in New York, and spent her time from age 15, or maybe a little bit more, for 15 years until the passing of Daisetsu. And she liked that phrase, それはそれとして, as Daisetsu may have said it many times, so she asked him calligraphy of that. And this guy, Japanese guy, Ryota is his name, had that printed on his t-shirt. And he said he went to the Daisetsu Museum, where I have been, and we had a lot of interesting talk about Zen, and that reminded me of that Dogen's saying, Shikantaza, and それはそれとして leave that as it is. Instead of your mind jumping all over, just leave things as they are. Calm, quiet mind, samadhi. I asked why he got interested in Zen, and it turned out he also went to Vipassana 10-day course near Tokyo. His thought is that surfing, to do well, you have to be in no mind, or Mushin. Mu is nothing, Shin is mind, so no mind. I actually developed a video of a short interview, so I'll put it in the description so you can find it if interested, except that it's in Japanese, so I may have to see if I can translate. I know it's possible, but I don't know if I can put it on the closed caption or something like that. But to me, these meetings, like a synchronicity, it's interesting. Like this Kekon's idea, everything is connected to each other, or interpenetration, and synchronicity, awakening. It's like a sparks in the neurons. Like the meetings with these guys in our crowded bunk bed. I like to post some of the activities of our videos before long. Why I do that, I don't know. But it's a good gathering of people sharing the moment. It would be nice to have it posted on the YouTube. They may remember, who knows how many years later. Doesn't matter. But it may be something, some reference of the event that we had a good time together. Everything changes. Impermanence. We make the most of it. Like that rainbow we saw this morning. Let's make the most and have fun while it lasts. But be prepared in some way or the other for whatever may come. Yes, Pedro from Brazil, he says he had a great time. He did the diving, surfing, parachuting, hiking, swimming with turtle, and meeting people. That's just one example. He told me that he thought he may extend the visit because he decided to move on because it was all good already. I like that idea. Everybody's different, so it doesn't matter which is good or bad, depends on the person. So it's nothing for others to evaluate, but with respect. So it's been like 10 or 11 days so far. And by now I have seen people leaving, 4, 5 or 6 people, maybe more. Impermanence, I'll see. Let's make the most of it. May all beings be happy.